Get yourselves into the brace position, guys. I have some shocking news. Did you know that sugar might actually be bad for you? These are some results of a study that I'm going to share with you today. Just before we get into it, and totally unsarcastically, do me a massive favor and smash the like button, and also please click subscribe. Help me get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you so much. All right, let's get into this article. So, sweet cravings linked to depression and diabetes risk. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, look at these delicious cupcakes. Research links a preference for sweets to higher risks of depression, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Who would have guessed? Okay. A study involving 180,000 people found those who prefer sweets are more likely to suffer from depression and diabetes, with their blood markers indicating higher inflammation and glucose levels. I'm shocked! Shocked, I tell you! Dietary preferences and health risks. New research from the University of Surrey reveals that individuals with a preference for sweets face a higher risk of developing depression, diabetes, and stroke. The study, which appears in the Journal of Translational Medicine, analysed anonymised data from 180,000 UK Biobank volunteers. Researchers used artificial intelligence to categorize these individuals into 3 dietary profiles. Health conscious, prefers fruits and vegetables over animal-based and sweet foods. Hang on, now you've messed it all up already. Health conscious, so prefer sugar, toxins, good food, and more sugar. That's health conscious. Anyway, omnivore likes most foods, including meats, fish, and some vegetables, as well as sweets and desserts. Sweet tooth, as opposed to health conscious sugar. Sweet tooth prefer sweet foods and sugary drinks and is less interested in healthier options like fruits and vegetables. Healthier options. Okay, let's continue. Let's don't poo-poo it yet. Let's keep going. Impact of sweet preferences on health. The research team then examined changes in 2,923 proteins and 168 metabolites in the blood samples of these groups to assess how their dietary preferences impacted their health markers. Proteins are the workhorses of the body and do everything from fighting infections to muscle contractions and thinking. Metabolites are small molecules produced during digestion and other chemical processes in the body, and they can tell us a lot about how our body is functioning. By comparing these blood-based proteins and metabolites, the researchers could get a clearer picture of the biological differences between the groups. Insights from food preferences. Professor Nofar Giefman, I'm probably mispronouncing that, senior author of the study and professor of health and biomedical informatics at the University of Surrey, said, "The foods that you like or dislike seem to directly link to your health." Professor Giefman is currently completing his degree in stating the bleeding obvious. If your favorite foods are cakes, sweets, and sugary drinks, then our study's results suggest that this may have a negative effects on your health. Yeah, probably don't need the may in this situation, but okay, got it. We found that the sweet tooth group are 31% more likely to have depression. We also found that the sweet tooth group had higher rates of diabetes as well as vascular heart conditions compared to the other 2 groups. Okay, so who knew sugar is deadly? Okay. Importantly, by using data-driven artificial intelligence methods, we were able to identify groups of people defined by their food preferences, and these groups are meaningful in that they are linked to health outcomes as well as biological markers. So they use artificial intelligence to work out that sugar is not good for you, and is actually sugar is the driver of diabetes. How does that make you feel, Harvard? How does it make you feel that artificial intelligence can work this out better than your real intelligence. Interesting, right? Okay. Processed sugar is a key factor in the diet of many. Hmm. And these results are yet more evidence that as a society, we should do all that we can to think before we eat. Stressing that no one wants to tell people what to do, our job is just informing people. Well, we should be telling people what to do. Put the sugar down. Unclip the bag from your ears and put it down. Jeez. Biological markers and health outcomes. The researchers also looked at differences between the three groups in standard blood biochemistry tests. Professor Giefman continues. In the sweet tooth group, they had higher levels of C-reactive protein, which is a marker for inflammation. Their blood test results also show higher levels of glucose and poor lipid profiles, which is a strong warning sign for diabetes and heart disease. Yes, Harvard, please take note of this with your real intelligence. Please note. Conversely, the health-conscious group, which also had higher dietary fiber, here we go. Conversely, the health-conscious group, which also had higher dietary fiber intake, had lower risks of heart failure, chronic kidney diseases, and stroke, while the omnivore group had moderate health risks. It's down to one thing and one thing only. It's more sugar. According to the British Nutrition Foundation, on average in the UK, between 9% and 12.5% of an individual's calories come from free sugar. This is defined as sugar that is added to food or drink. Biscuits, buns, cakes, pastries, and fruit pies are the biggest single contributors for adults, but together, sugary soft drinks and alcoholic drinks contribute the most free sugar intake. I'll leave the link to this article below. Love to know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you'd like to come on the channel and share your carnivore story, please send me an email to realzerocarb@gmail.com. Love to chat with you. And check out this video next.